Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Eric here from Black Market Exchange. I know you get your cup of coffee heading into work right now, and it's time for you to get your stock market fix right here on Market Mondays. Hey y'all, what's up? It's another week in Market Mondays. Today is January 26th. Welcome back as we close out the first month in 2015. It's been a great month. As you can see in the beginning, we was just getting in the zone. So we're going to go ahead and finish out this month and continue on this year with a couple of retail stocks, some office supply stocks, as well as an industrial goods company. Hey, so we're going to start this week off with JC Penney. That's ticker symbol JCP. It's been 5 years since JC Penney dropped their catalog that they used to dispense out to retail shoppers, but it looks like they'll be bringing it back this coming March. It's going to be a 120-page catalog, and it seems that they have research showing that shoppers increase their online purchases when they've seen ads or print out news in the paper or other advertisements. JC Penney is down 83% in the past 3 years, and it has seemed to be remain flat over the past year. It's up 19% in the past 30 days, and that's because investors have seen changes since there's a new CEO, increased sales, as well as what this catalog may produce. So you might want to keep a watch on to see how it's going to do. Retail sector as a whole is kind of up and down. Sometimes companies like Michael Kors or Macy's and Nordstrom might have a downturn and then they'll come back up. The holidays are particularly good times to get in on some of the retail stocks. So if Black Friday is the time that you want to get in when their sales are increasing, you might want to look at about the September, October dates if you want to get in for a short period of time. Next up, we have retail company Burlington Coat Factory under the ticker symbol BURL. They're doing a second offering or IPO 2.0 where they're going to issue out 12.5 million shares to the secondary market. Now, the main supplier of these shares is going to be Bain Capital, which is just a holding company in Burlington Coat Factory, amongst a couple other companies that are going to dish out a few of those shares. Whenever you have an offering, an IPO, or even in the secondary IPO, you're going to have something which is known as a prospectus, which is simply an introduction to investors to buy into the company. Now, a prospectus is required by law.
We top flight security of the world, Craig. Not just the city, the world. They need security in the world, Craig.
From the Securities and Exchange Commission, and it can be found on their website at www.sec.gov. You can simply search any company by ticker symbol or by name and look at all their financial records, as well as the prospectus, which will give you an introduction to the company. And now, even though prospectus can tend to be long, you want to try to find the information that will be pertinent, specifically what the price is going to be for those shares, who's offering those shares, as well as what the company's doing in their financial status. Burlington is up 113% in the past 3 years and 89% over the past year. Now we're going to give you a quick update on when we mentioned about Staples and Office Depot on a potential merger a while ago that was recommended by Starboard Investment Group. And so Starboard has actually pushed for a merger of the two companies, just as they did when Office Depot bought out Office Max earlier last year. Now Staples is saying that they're going to reject this request as they want to stay their own entity. So it's interesting to see how this is going to plan out as Starboard builds their ownership stake in both of the companies. Lastly, we're going to talk about a company that we mentioned in our very first Market Mondays video, and that's Taser International, or TASR. It's the #1 manufacturer and seller of the stun gun. So recently, they inked deals with the city of Cleveland, Tampa, as well as their hometown city in Scottsdale, Arizona, to beef up their production of Axon body cameras for law enforcement officials. Taser is up 155% since the Ferguson incident happened back in August of last year, and it seems that the stock continues to rise. One of its competitors, Digital Ally, or DGLY, has since leveled off since it's 1,000% gain. 1,000% gain. After the Ferguson incident, is now flirting with a $10 support level, and we'll see what's going to happen with that as well. You may want to check out our BMEX TV portion so you can see the video explaining resistance and support and how that can help you as an investor to find ways to buy in and sell stocks. That concludes this week's episode of Market Mondays. We hope it continues to educate and elevate your investment experience and education. As you can see, a lot of topics will tend to build on each other. It's continuous information in the stock market, so you're never going to know it all, but you can try your best to stay on top of areas that you want to stay on top of. If you like technology stocks, then focus on that area, and you can see how one thing can build upon another. One instance can be how when Apple came out with the iPhone 6 and then they announced the iWatch or Apple Watch, a company like Verifone or Pay, which is PAY, their stock is affected because they provide those scanners that you put your phone against when you want to pay for something. So you can see how everything has a compound effect, and every time Apple will announce something new, that company Verifone might be affected by Apple's announcement. So you want to stay current with the news in areas that you're particularly invested in or potential investments that you want to invest in the future.